Okay, so what do you do if you have decimals in your data? Well, number one, you also have to remember that your leaves cannot be longer than a single digit. So everything that's over here on the right-hand side must always be a single digit. Oops, hold on. Okay, good, this works much better. Okay, so you can only have single digits over here on the right-hand side in your leaves. So when you look at the data, the last digit has to be a leaf. So in this case, that works out perfectly that they're all to the nearest tenth. So I can put just the last digit over there, which of course is the tenths place. So notice I adjusted in my key, and then it shows that 5/2 is actually 5.2. Notice I did this time write the extra 5. That would help me in case I had any zeros through fours. I split the stems so that I could get 5 of them. And of course, the second half of the stem right here contains all the sixes, excuse me, the fives, the six, the sevens, the eights, the nines. Same thing here and same thing here. While the first half of the stem contains the zeros, throughs, fours. And so that's an easy way to split your stems. So the last graph type we'll look at today is back-to-back stem plots. These are good for comparing two groups with the same type of data. So here I have the miles per hour driven for males and females who are senior citizens. And so it doesn't matter which one goes on the left and which one goes on the right, but notice now my stem is in the middle. So of course the first thing I want to do is see if I'm going to have 5 stems. So when I look at the men, I'll notice I start in the 30s and I end in the 80s. So that would definitely 3 through 8 be more than enough that I'll be able to have 5 stems using one number for each part of the stem. And if I notice, the women go from the 20s to the 70s. So between the two, the lowest number that I'm going to have to hit is the 21, and the highest number that I'm going to have to hit is the 82. So I'll be making my stems from actually 2 to 8 down the center. So probably the most trickiest thing about the back-to-back stem plot is the left-hand side. Okay, so the most challenging part of the back-to-back stem plots is the left-hand side, because you have to make sure that the numbers run from least to greatest as they move out. So I'm doing 35 first, and then 37, and then 39. So it takes a little bit of pre-planning in order to get these. So it looks like they're in reverse order, when in fact you're always reading from the center out. I didn't mean to erase that, so pretend that I didn't. From the center out. If you need to copy those numbers again, back up and rewind, because I've now written those about 7 times and it kept erasing. Okay, that's the last one for today, and I will see you tomorrow.